Welcome back to Dread Delusion. So this game resets you to your most recent save point when you, or the most recent place you've anchored yourself. When you save it, or then when you quit, and it swapped us back to here because I didn't actually anchor myself in Ferropolis, which is really dumb. But it's fine. So yeah, we're just gonna quickly run back over there. That's so incredibly dumb of me, but it is what it is. It's happened. Now I can't actually remember what we were doing here much. It's been a couple of days, and I was very much checking out the last one we were playing. So we've got Madness of the King, so it's Graveyard Northwest, Northwest. Somewhere in the countryside northwest. Do you get the impression we're going northwest? Because I do. So we're going northwest. But basically just gonna run there because I can't be fucked. Fighting? I don't really get anything out of fighting anyway. I didn't actually notice it snowing before, so this is actually kind of nice. And say it is definitely just a beautiful scene. You've got that. The first thing popped in my head with that image, weirdly, Harry Potter. Not because it's inherently got anything to do with it, but it's that weird fusion, I suppose, of fantasy and Dickensian. Basically, we're at a just through a hellscape with snow. Also, you have this fantastical background. It's yeah. Okay, so northwest of Ferropolis is sort of this way. The object graveyard, I think, is where we're actually going. We've got the key for that now. We have another gates. Which is what that tower was for, if you recall. There was the tower up here, so it must be basically related to this. That's fine. Yeah. Just keep on going. Oh, it's beautiful. Really is not what I was expecting. No fly tipping. Okay, so we actually needed something else as well. So we know this is sort of our mainish quest, or one of them. Missing persons. Northeast of the Mechanarium. Go in the countryside northwest. So here's Ferropolis. That appears to lead down on there. So probably over here. So we'll go and do that first, in the hopes of it being cool. Time run. Stick a timer on. Keep on heading off this way. These trees are quite off-putting. And that shot, added context, is a bit more Warhammer Fantasy. And actually, you know, it's the snow and the industrial landscape which makes it, which didn't sort of lead me straight to Chaos Wastes, basically. But yeah, and if being brutally honest, those are hell cannons. Albeit a much cooler version, in my humble opinion. And yeah, I mean, again, this game does have some pretty obvious either direct or indirect, or you know, sort of third-party Warhammer inspirations, right? I mean, we are very obviously working with the Inquisition, but they might be getting that inspiration from something like which itself was inspired by 40k. Okay, a lockpick. An ingenious device for the handling of lockpicks will prevent lockpicks from breaking in the attempt if the attempt nearly succeeds. This device bears the same for the Cockpit Kingdom, blah blah blah. Probably shouldn't mess again our trinkets and see if there's a more efficient setup. I'll have some of that. Actually, how are we doing for levels? So I tied up another point in might. Will we ascend to that? So we never use charms. There's no point in buffing and entice. This one do? Oh, and we've already buy goods, so we may as well just haul in and lockpicking. This. Okay. We came here, we got a thing, we can leave. We've explored that particular tower. Northwest of Ferropolis. I guess we're just going to go straight to there and see what's up, basically. Trying to J for the journal, and it doesn't quite work that way. Find the lost royal freight capsule somewhere in the countryside north or west of Ferropolis. And bring whatever's inside back to the royal factor at the city's here. So I think it would be pretty obvious what it looks like. It could be literally any I'm sure. Hoping it's going to be in there. That's my hope. But we'll go here first and see what's up. If there's something, there's something. If there's not, then there's not. I also have the nice habit of looking at the streetlights going, ooh, something, when they're nothing. You're nothing! Although, that might be what we're looking for. I'm also cognizant of the fact that I really need to rest. I've been playing a different game yesterday, and the crouch controls were it's gonna cause me no small amount of trouble today, I suspect. As we play this, you know, one of those people who sort of grew up with control being crouched, not things rather than C. Down to power lines, what I believe that is. I'll have some free ore. Maybe it is buried in all the farms. I don't know. We'll go into. We'll do what we know, right? So we'll do the graveyard because we know what's in there. Ow. Also just noticed the light that the sun has come up behind me, which means I'm gonna have to get up and move at some point in the near future. It's a man. Welcome to the graveyard, pal. What brings you all the way out here? Doesn't look like any graveyard I've seen. Yeah, funny sort of gravestones, ain't they? This is where they keep the things the Clockwork King makes what no one can find a use for. Teapots, cheese sets, bathtubs, grand pianos, it all ends up here. Some things nobody even knows what they are. Why its majesty makes them, I couldn't tell you. There's plenty of stuff for people to give their left arms for that ain't getting built. But it's not for me to question the logic of our king. Was there out else? I've just realized you're supposed to Lancashire accent, which we've failed miserably. Show mechanism insignia. I'm here on official business. Blimey! You must be someone's actual... Sorry, you must mean someone's actually been reading my reports. Better late than never, I suppose. It's these yellow boxes, see? We've had them for years, but even the King's speaker himself couldn't make head nor tail of them. Told me to look after them till they're needed. That'll be the day. Well, a fair few ticks ago, some of those boxes started talking, and now they won't shut up. Weird stuff, music sometimes. Mind I knows better than to listen. Maybe you could take a look. Most of the boxes here don't talk. You'll have to listen closely if you want to find the right ones. Was there out else? Out or not? That is the question. It's a fucking telephone booth. Inside the other box is a mechanical console with something like an air trumpet hanging on a curly wire. Tinny noises issue from its mouth. Pick up the trumpet and listen. You pick up the trumpet and put it to your ear. Your brain is flooded by a cacophony of jagged noise. Then you realize it's some kind of otherworldly music. The music throbs in an alien time signature, defying your attempts to track its rhythm. Ghostly and human voices lap over each other like waves. It feels like a memory from before the universe was made. This doesn't seem like the King's message. You'll have to try one of the other boxes. I really hope that in here there is a joke about modems. As in the modem communication. But we'll see. You pick up the trumpet and put it to your ear. You can hear two people in soft conversation, their voices echoing as if from the other end of a long stone passage. There now, it'll be alright. How is it going to be alright? Lydia's just gone, and no one remembers. I feel like my brain is melting and running out my ears. I know. All I mean is, we've got each other, and I ain't going nowhere. I was washing up today. Did you ever notice how many dishes we have? Enough for 5 people, not 2. Well, it helps have extra, don't it? You know we can't afford more of anything than we need. We had an extra bed too before we sold it. And that cot. This doesn't seem like the King's message. Keep listening. I suppose it was nice to have guests around before all this, I mean. Do you remember ever having guests? How many people used to live in this house, Koisi? I don't know. No, me neither. There's a long silence and a series of odd little wet sounds. Oi, what are you doing? Sorry, should I stop? I didn't say stop. You hear the great full sighs, a giggle, then a loving moan. You quickly put the trumpet down before you hear any more. Invention of phone sex. Oh my god, they've got unicycles. Sorry, penny farthings. You pick up the front trumpet and put it to your ear. An old man's voice echoes from the side. Hello? Hello? Can anyone hear me? I don't know where I am. Please, it's cold. Yes, I can hear you. The old man doesn't seem to be able to hear you. I can't see anything. I can't feel my body. Is anyone there? Hello? Please, everyone's there. Say something. This doesn't seem like the King's message. What other mechanical marvels that are in here? I wonder. At first you just hear hissing, then the tune that Alpha hummed. So the Afra hummed. A genderless voice announces mechanical regularity. 61632 break. 526 older Bantham 2 break. 4-6. The voice drones on and then repeats. This must be the King's message. You scribble down everything you can, then replace the trumpet. Oh yeah. You pick up the trumpet and put it to your ear. It's a whirlwind of noise, chattering voices, snatches of song, weird mechanical screeches. At one point, you hear your own name. You hurriedly replace the trumpet. Okay, so northwest of here, basically, is this area. So I think it must be in the farms. It's supposed to be a pod, yeah? Pod of some description? Somewhere northwest of Fairfields. It did say in the forest, though, if memory serves, in the actual west conversation. As opposed to the farm. We'll run up here, check out that tower, and hopefully we'll be able to see something that might give us a clue to where it's supposed to. What we're looking for. This is the problem. We don't really know what the pod's supposed to look like, and mechanical things in this place aren't necessarily what we're looking for. I wonder, can we poison a Myrmidon? That does look interesting, that might. It's not interesting, we're gonna press the button. The Library of Untruths. What ho! This woman isn't her late middle age, perfectly inconspicuous, but for her bright red lipstick. Not featured. She looks up from a stack of papers to inspect you through half-moon glasses. Can I help you, Derry? You try to keep your voice down. The Mecapeds are provoked by sound. You say... Sorry, what? Mecapeds, Derry. They stay snuggled away most of the time. If I were to scream, they'd come scurrying and hungry for blood. But I'm sure you wouldn't give me any cause for that, Ow. Can I help you find anything? What is this basically? A rather dreary archive, I'm afraid, run by Blessed Mechanist Guild. Before the God War, there was a chapel to one of those dreadful Wiccan deities. Wait, this was a chapel. Now it stores official records of the Clockwork King, most of which will put you straight to sleep. Do you get any visitors? Oh, you're the first in a while, dearie. I don't mind admitting it gets a bit lonely out here, but at least the machines give me company. Perhaps one day they'll replace me with a machine, eh? Hopefully only after I've earned my pension. They have pensions? Hey, look through your records. That depends, dearie. Documents can be accessed from the reading room upstairs, so long as you have the right paperwork. What sort of paperwork do I need? Usually, we'd want a specific permit from the Clockwork King for whatever records you wish to see. Occasionally, Its Majesty grants general permits, but we don't see those too often. Does it all make sense, Derry? Let's do. It's a very nice brooch, but I'm afraid I'll need something more specific. Let me know if you need help filling out a petition. Does it all make sense, Derry? Let me see. Here in Derry, we have an issue of the Royal Dispatch that mentions that group. It's public material, so you won't need any permit. You'll find one of the lecterns in this room. Just don't try to tamper with it, Otherwise the Mecapeds will get very angry. That's what I wanted to know. Dispatch number 486, Traitor Frost dead at last. The infamous traitor Caxton Frost. Caxton Frost, an esteemed archaeologist who spurned the Clockwork Kingdom to become a barbarous outlaw, has finally been declared dead by Its Majesty the Clockwork King, thereby turning the final page upon a catalogue of villainy so base as to shock and astound the patriotic citizen. In a proclamation dated year 27, month 4, day 31, Its Majesty ordained that though no remains have yet been discovered, reports of Miss Frost's death are now sufficiently numerous and royal auguries sufficiently concordant as to establish to a high degree of likelihood the scoundrel is no more. Born in the 16th year Anti-Rex to Canton Frost, nee Spatchcock, and shipwright formerly of Lundell, and Gloria Frost, an arms maker likewise of Lundell, is now in what is now progress. Istrik Oblast, Mr. Frost excelled at both archaic letters and modern sciences. Following intensive studies in Bayonne, he became a pioneer of the new school of techno-archaeology, by which these two disciplines are combined so that the wonders of the ancient world may be resurrected for the advancement of all humankind. Among Mr. Frost's most marvelous adventures were the discovery and inventory of the wreck of the Crimson Library, the recovery of the so-called Embalmer's Testament from the tomb of the charlatan god, the conclusive identification of an ancient weather divination shrine in the Breathless Lands, the functioning restoration of a menagerie of embryonic animal automatons, and several perilous excavations upon sub-nebula islands. Nebula? The summit altitudes as low as 200 fathoms. Though frequently courted by ladies of the kingdom, he insisted that his love was only for his country, by which device he deterred many admirers whilst making others only more ardent. In the year 16 of the Clockwork era, at the age of 33, Mr. Frost was named a hero of the Clockwork Kingdom for his leadership of the royal expedition to the Underlands. Said honour also being awarded posthumously to his chief aetherist, Magda Chowdhury. Despite catastrophic and unforeseeable impairment of their craft and equipment, which is now suspected to have been early exploit of the hated saboteur, Mr. Frost and Dr. Chowdhury prevailed in salvaging the expedition with minimal casualties, and carried back many prizes of lost embryo, including diverse items once used for ritual purposes. Alas, scarcely 2 years later, Mr. Frost would repay these honours by defecting to the defeatist entity known to its dupes as the Opposite Union, and soon afterward making covenant with a band of ruthless sellswords known as the Dark Side Company, among whom he was known as the Professor. It was said by former colleagues that he had been envious of the riches awarded by the entity to its most loyal minions, and oft complained for want of such baubles. However, this defection availed him little. The largest fortune ever attached to his bad name was the price posted upon his head by the polymaths of the entity, which in time grew sufficient for the Archduke's ransom. For an Archduke's ransom. Among his crimes were counted the robbery of priceless treasures from the Astral College in Bayonne, the slaughter of hostages at the siege of Sarajevo, and the sinking of the merchant freighter Popinjay, with many innocents aboard. Disunity being the inevitable wage of ambition, the Dark Stars at last turned upon each other, with many slain by the fraternal blade, and the whole company presently scattered to the winds. Thereafter nothing more was heard of Mr. Frost, save sundry reports that he had been murdered by his partners in depravity, possibly due to a dispute of the affections of their leader, Vela Caluze, with whom Mr. Frost is said to have been infatuated. The proclamation of the month 4, day 31, will permit Mr. Frost's remaining family to claim a royal pension that was hitherto denied them, for Its Majesty has further determined, following a rigorous investigation, that they bore no blame for their wayward relatives' misdeeds, and therefore warrant an exception to the usual rule that no citizen may profit by the actions of a traitor, notwithstanding any countervailing evidence that may emerge hereafter. Mr. Frost is survived by his older sister Maggie and his younger twin sisters Liberty and Audacity. This week's commendation is awarded every fortnight to the first 6 readers to send A correct solution to the irregular word puzzle. I'm assuming that's the book they were referring to. What's this? Oh, ooh. I'll take that. Okay, so wasn't in there. I don't know why these are different colors, but it doesn't really matter. I think this is what I'm actually after. Pickled head. His withered face is frozen in a look of igneous fixation, while his eyes rolled back fully into their sockets, gazing into some eternal brinescape of the mind, resemble hard-boiled eggs. We found it, Reddit. Because I see that there, we're also going to run over here and speak to the dude. Because we're going to want to unlock this business at some point. That's some ammo. We might be going down there before we head back to town, but we'll cross that bridge in a minute. The scholar looks jittery at your approach. Thank the stars! I thought you were I thought you were one of the king's goons. You weren't observed coming here, were you? As you've no doubt already discerned, my presence on this island is a matter of utmost secrecy. The Inquisition is sorely in want of up-to-date intelligence in the Clockwork Kingdom, whereas the Academy has cartographic expertise and a bottomless need of funding. So a deal was struck. Now I'm here. Sorry, here I am playing at bloody espionage. I better get tenure for this. Let's have a chance making. I'll tell you one thing. Our old Cardovan maps are severely out of date. Everything's changed so much, and I dare not leave this platform lest I alert the king to my presence. The obvious starting place is the city of Ferropolis, right in the center of the island. 50 years ago, it was just a mining outpost, but now it seems to be on stilts. At least that makes it a good landmark. So, So next is a fenced-in compound in the far northwestern tip of the island. I haven't been able to ascertain its purpose though, although through all those trees, but it could be some kind of magazine or military stockpile. Finally, I spotted a sizable signaling tower on the far eastern end of the island. Proceed carefully though, things look a little weird over there. I'd swear it on when I saw the forest pulsating. Excellent, yes. This is nice. The detail here is impressive. One of your limited experience. Please take this in recompense. Farewell. Okay. So we spoke to him like we needed to. You get to appreciate how colossal that castle is from here. Now she had given us she being the ghost. Cactus forest is the guy we're looking for. I think we're going on there. That looks like it might be. There was definitely like an airship over or something. And that looks like it might be it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a cut in here as we head over there. So I will see you next time. Thank you for watching.